I just believe that as a fat woman, the body positivity and body liberation movements should be for marginalized bodies first. But what about me? What about you?
When are we gonna stop allowing skinny people to claim they have body dysmorphia so they can be aggressively fat phobic?
I feel like I'm gonna get yelled at for the title. Oh well. Being skinny, the goal of many women and men, young and old, white and colored. It is the unspoken rule of beauty standards of many decades and of many cultures. It is the driver of countless cash flow to an entire industry aimed to take an extra inch of body fat off your waist. It is the taboo topic that is condemned for promoting eating disorders, unhealthy habits, and body shaming. It is a dream for some, but a nightmare reality for others. Hello, today's video is something I wanted to talk about for the longest time, but couldn't quite find the right way to frame it. It's kind of the elephant in the room that not a lot of people talk about, and I completely understand how when interpreted in the wrong light, it could be triggering and offensive. But I'm gonna talk about it anyways. So, as a creator who documented my body transformation and health journey, I get that my body image is an unavoidable topic of attention. And I get that it's part of the nature of my creative work that people will not stop commenting on my body, which you'd be surprised can get really wild and offensive. But not gonna lie, this isn't only relevant to content creators online. Prior to posting anything on social media, by just growing up as a skinny kid, I've heard enough comments about my body. You should eat more. You're like a stick. Why is your face so round when your body is so bony? You are so flat. So today, let's dive into the much neglected topic of skinny shaming. Is it just a myth, a flex of thin privilege? How does it compare to fat shaming? And a much needed discussion on body neutrality.
Hey, do you even eat?
Yeah.
Like a twig. Look at your wrists, how small they are. You need to eat a burger, maybe two.
What is skinny shaming? Skinny shaming is the act of criticizing a lean or skinny person and speaking negatively of that body type. Oftentimes, people are called flat or stick-like for having a figure which isn't bulky enough. While we're at it, let me just share some of the comments I've been getting. Is skinny shaming a flex of thin privilege? For the longest time, being quote-unquote fat or curvy was being marginalized until the body positivity movement came about and became the politically correct view. Ads show beautiful, curvy women feeling proud of their bodies, and that's how it should be. But on the other side of the spectrum, there are these naturally thin people. They are also subject to daily body shaming, but no one speaks about or defends them. On the contrary, it seems almost okay to judge them. After all, how could someone be skinny shamed when being thin is body goals? Let me just say one thing. Being called anorexic and being accused of promoting eating disorders and being accused of having eating disorders all the goddamn time is not a vibe. But I do understand how a lot of people can be triggered by the term skinny shaming, especially given how today's media landscape is so image oriented. We see people blowing up on TikTok just by looking a certain way, and chances are they fit the current beauty standard and have thin privilege. We are inundated with skinny girls showing off their aesthetic meals, eating so little while branding that as what I eat in a day, which can get a little toxic really quickly. And then because skinny girls get scared of getting accused for promoting eating disorders, the trend shifted to super thin girls always incorporating high calorie foods in their what I eat in a day videos. It's just sad to see both plus size and petite size women feeling the pressure to eat either a lot or a little in public just to avoid any stereotypes associated with their body types. On that note, let's transition to the topic of body shaming. Fat versus skinny shaming.
Pretty sure movements are created for oppressed and marginalized people. You know, fat bodies, disabled bodies, trans bodies, people of color bodies, those bodies.
According to society, you're still a beauty standard.
Way too skinny.
I wish I had your problems.
Why does skinny shaming seem relatively okay if fat shaming is not? When it comes to the topic of skinny shaming, almost without doubt, the topic of fat shaming will be brought up as comparison, therefore leading to conclusions such as skinny shaming is not real because being skinny fits the look. Skinny people will never understand the struggles of plus size bodies. Skinny shaming is not valid because how could there be shame if there is thin privilege? When a plus size person shows off their body, they are being confident and an icon. But when a skinny or fit person does the same thing, they are being a show off and rude. To start off, I just want to lay the grounds of my personal opinion that both skinny and fat shaming are indeed forms of body shaming, which is defined as the act of making inappropriate and negative comments about another person's weight or size. However, a heated debate online was generated from the misconception that fat shaming and skinny shaming are the same, which angered a lot of plus size people. And I do agree with them that these are totally different experiences. However, the struggle is not a competition. It's not a competition of which type of shaming hurts more, and it shouldn't be a reason for either side to invalidate the pain of the other side of the spectrum. And as someone who has both gained and lost weight, been both skinny and fat shamed, I just want to say that both hurt. No one should be judged or mocked because of their size, shape, appearance. No one should have to live in a world where they are made to feel bad about their bodies by other people, especially considering the fact that we are often critical enough of our own appearances. It's something I struggle with too, but today I really like my outfit. As a side note, I really like this top. I just love the way the fabric flows when my body moves. But the solution to our overly critical selves of our own and of other people's bodies? Body neutrality. As mentioned before, body neutrality emphasizes what your body can do instead of solely on the appearance. It is the idea that you can exist without having to think too much about your body one way or another, positive or negative, that it's all right to feel good about it one day and maybe not too good another, that you can accept your body as it is, even when you don't exactly love it. And most importantly, shifts the emphasis to attributes in addition to the appearances of the body. So, do I feel attacked when people either skinny or fat shame me? Yeah, but I know enough that I am more than my body. And I'm on a journey of reinforcing the idea that my self-worth is not attached to how my body is perceived. This change in mindset, total game changer. And that is all I wanted to share with you today. Comment below if you ever experience body shaming firsthand, as I trust that our community is a very safe and supporting place where you will never feel alone. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow me on Instagram to join my growth journey. See you next week. Bye.
This is the end.